In December 2019, a Covid-19, which is a coronavirus, is being found in Wuhan, China. Specific in Huanan wholesale market, which selling wild animals as food. So how can this virus transmitted to human? So this virus primarily can only infect bats and also other wild animals such as pangolins and also sea bat cats. And then only after the consumption of bats as food by the humans, the virus inside the bats manage to break the species barrier and start infecting humans. This virus spreads from water droplets expelled from infected person. Then the water droplets from the infected person either land on the other healthy humans or other surfaces around. So that is why it is important to first, to stay away from crowds. Secondly, to always wear alcohol-based sanitizer and also wash our hands regularly with soap. And not to forget, avoid touching our face after touching surfaces that we don't know either is clean or not. So how can this COVID-19 disease be spread in Malaysia? In February 27 to March 1st, at least 16,000 people, including 1,500 foreigners, attended a religious event in Sri Betali Mosque in Kuala Lumpur. This religious event led a massive spike from 99 cases to 200 cases in less than a week. Malaysian authority had begun to track 5,000 of locals that was believed have been exposed to the virus during that event. As 5 June 2020, the total number of recoveries now is 6,610, while 116 deaths has been reported.
Dan untuk itu kerajaan memutuskan untuk melaksanakan perintah kawalan pergerakan mulai 18 Mac 2020 iaitu lusa hingga 31 Mac 2020 di seluruh negara.
Why Malaysia needs MCO?
Society were aware of the widespread of COVID-19, but they are still going out leisurely, for example, to the shopping mall.
As you can see, hospitals are full of patients battling with COVID-19.
Supposedly, people should stay at home to prevent from getting this disease.
And that is why Movement Control Order, which is MCO, is implemented to order people not to go out anywhere easily. MCO is important because it can teach and practice the public with a new normal, which are: firstly, having self-control, which means not going out when nothing important to do, and avoid festival or year-end sales.
Secondly, practice new hygiene such as wash hands with soap regularly.
Always be 1 meter away from people and wear masks when feeling sick.
Implementation of MCO. The 2020 Malaysia Movement Control Order is implemented as a preventative measure by the federal government of Malaysia in response to the COVID-19 pandemic in the country on 18 March 2020. The order included the following restrictions: general prohibition of mass movement and gathering across the country, including religion, sport, social, and cultural activities. To enforce this prohibition, all houses of worship and business premises would be closed except for supermarket, public markets, grocery store, and convenience store selling daily necessities. Sanction covering all Malaysian travelling abroad. For those who have just returned from overseas, they would be required to undergo a health check and a 14 days quarantine. Restriction on the entry of all tourists and foreigner visitors into the country. Closure of all kindergartens, government and private school, including daily school, boarding school, international school, Tafis Center, and other primary, secondary, and pre-university institutions. Closure of all public and private higher education institutions and skill training institutes nationwide. Closure for all government and private premises except for those involved in essential service.
Alright, so now let's look into the weird reactions given by Malaysians during this MCO. Such as secretly going on or working even after MCO has been implemented.
Hei, kamu pergi mana?
Saya kena keluar, saya tak boleh salah dengan MCO.
Nanti you kena pergi ke mana tak?
Sadly, domestic violence has increased drastically during this MCO period compared to previously. This violence includes physical, verbal, emotional, religious, economic, child marriage, and so on. The reason why we are claiming that MCO has made the rise in domestic violence among people in Malaysia is because Talian Kasih, which is under the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development, recorded about 57% increase in calls, whereby the percentage of calls received due to this violence is huge, which is actually unusual than normal days. Okay, so now let's look into the ways to prevent from this deadly disease. The very basic thing, wash and sanitize your hands frequently because clean hands protect against infections. And definitely don't forget to soak your hands when you are washing your hands. Besides that, always maintain 1 meter distance between each other because when someone coughs or sneezes, they tend to spray the droplets that may contain virus in it. On top of that, avoid going to crowded places because crowded places people they are more likely to come into close contact. Most importantly, avoid touching eyes, nose and mouth. This is because hand touch many surfaces and can pick up viruses, so when this contaminated hand touches these areas, the deadly virus can transfer easily. It is also highly advisable to follow respiratory hygiene. This can be done by wearing masks wherever we go to prevent the germs to enter through respiratory organs. Last but not the least, definitely keep up to date from the trusted sources such as World Health Organizations because they will be providing best information regarding this outbreak.
New skill to learn while you stay at home. Learn a new language. Through the YouTube video or App Store, you will get a chance to learn a new language. They offer a number of languages from Korean, Japanese, and Chinese, which would prepare you for your travel. Besides that, you may learn a new musical instrument. There are many online resources, some free and some fee-paying, to help each step of mastering a new musical skill. Next, set it out! Some easy routine as recommended by the World Health Organization include scratching, jumping jack, knee to elbow exercise, squat, chair dips, rear seat, and planking. Last but not the least, you can set up a video call session with your friends. We are lucky that we live in a digital age where we can easily compensate of our hangout section through video calls. Some free video call platforms include WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and FaceTime.